Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rarasa Diati, and together with my partner, Mr. Tri Wahyu Adi, we represent Institute Teknologi PLN Indonesia. We will present our research title, Simulation of Emission and Cost of Palm Anti-Fluid Bunch Co-firing in Qualified Power Plants based on life cycle assessment and life cycle costing. This study explored how palm oil anti-fluid bunch or AFB can be used as an alternative biomass fuel to support Indonesia energy transition by assessing both environmental impact and economic implication through an integrated LCI-LCC framework. After introducing the title and authors of the study, let us begin with the background that motivated this research. Indonesia electricity generation will depend heavily on coal. This dependence creates a significant challenge, especially as the country aims to achieve its net zero emission 2060 target, while power plant continue to dominate the system, making decarbonization both urgent and complex. At the same time, Indonesia produces a very large amount of palm oil biomass residue, particularly empty fruit bunch or AFB. AFB is abundant and continuously available, but unfortunately, as an energy resource remains suboptimal. Most AFB is still treated as waste rather than being utilized for productive purpose. The situation opens a strategic opportunity. Covering AFB in existing coal-fired power plant represent a practical and cleaner energy transition pathway. By blending even a small portion of AFB with coal, we can potentially reduce greenhouse gas emission, lower coal consumption, and support national energy transition policies in an efficient and cost-effective way, all without requiring major structure change to the power plant. This background form the foundation of our study. And then in my study, I'm to first evaluated the environmental impact of 5% AAB co-firing using LCA, and then estimate the life cycle of fuel costing cost using LCC, and third, compare emission and cost saving between fuel coal and 5% co-firing, including sensitivity to biomass and carbon price. On the right slide are the benefit of this research. This study provides strategic insight for PLN in implementing ethical firing supported by simulation based environmental and cost outcome. Next, for research gap, first, most prior studies focus only on combustion performance or local emission, not full life cycle impact. And then integrated LCC studies for AFB co-firing in Indonesia, coal-fired power plant are still very limited. And then external factors such as biomass price, carbon pricing, and supply chain impact are rarely analyzed despite their strong influence and visibility. And then LCA provide end-to-end environmental impact assessment across the entire supply chain, while LCC evaluated total cost, logistic, and the economic value of avoided emission, combining both methods offer realistic insight that support PLN biomass strategy and Indonesia green energy planning. And then related study, first, AFB co-firing is proven to reduce greenhouse gas emission in various countries, and then financial study so co-firing can remain feasible with IRR above BSSC when supported by advanced technology, and then technical challenges including high moisturizer and limited processing capability. And last, EV provides strategic opportunity to reduce fossil independent and support national energy transition. And then theoretical framework, this study is grounded in the concept of biomass co-firing and AV utilization supported by LCA for environmental evaluation, LCC for cost assessment. Greenhouse gas emission are analyzed using indications such as carbon CO2, CH4, and 2O. And then for research approach, a quantitative approach integrating descriptive and explanatory method is using, relying entirely on secondary data from PLN report, literature, and prior studies. And then system boundary, the cradle to grave boundary covers plantation, EV processing, transport, combustion, and waste handling. By capturing all this stage, by the assessment reflects to the true environmental footprint of firing. And then for life cycle assessment, follow ISO 14040 consists of goal and scope definition, inventory, impact assessment, interpretation. And then for life cycle costing, focus on fuel cost, componency, carbon emission valuation, and sensitivity to biomass and carbon price change. Data source emission factor from IPCC or EcoInvent, technical data from PLN, palette characteristics for literature, and Excel-based simulation. And then output indicator, CO2 equivalent per kilowatt hour, fuel cost per kilowatt hour, and then carbon economic value, and break-even threshold for biomass and carbon price. The flowchart summarizes the entire research process. The study began with a problem simulation, and then research objective and scope definition, and then developing the literature review, conducting data collection, running the LCS simulation, running SCC simulation, conducting research analysis, and finally formulating conclusion and recommendation. And then this study used secondary data from official reportable literature and international database. Key parameter include fuel characteristic, and then emission factor, coal-fired power plant operational data, energy output, and so on. All parameters were cross-valid and conservatively selected to ensure reliability. Based on life cycle assessment, the 5% AFB co-firing can reduce total greenhouse gas emission from 12.37 to 9.87 kilograms of CO2 equivalent per kilowatt hour. This equals 13.13% reduction, or about 1,456 kilograms of CO2 equivalent avoided per ton of fuel. This reduction occur because co-firing lower coal mining and processing emission, reduce combustion-related emission, and benefit from the biogenic carbon characteristic of FLB. And using the life cycle costing approach, we found that fuel operation has a fuel cost of 862.02 rupiah per kilowatt hour with 5% co-firing. This cost decreases. At the market price of FEB pellet, the fuel cost dropped to 841.99 rupiah per kilowatt hour, giving saving of 20.03 rupiah per kilowatt hour, or 2.32%. When using the HPT benchmarking, the cost fall further to 805.55 rupiah per kilowatt hour, resulting in 56.47 rupiah per kilowatt hour in saving, equal to 6.55% improvement. These savings are driven by two main factors. First, lower AFB pellet price, and then reduced coal consumption. And then for carbon economic value, under the 5% AFB co-firing scenario, the emission reduction of 1.46 ton of CO2 equivalent per ton of fuel generate measurable economic value when carbon pricing is applied. With carbon price of 30,000 rupiah per ton of CO2 equivalent, the avoided emission profit and additional benefit of about 43,695 rupiah for every ton of FEB used. If a plant consumes on 100,000 ton of FEB per year, the total carbon value can reach approximately 4.37 billion rupiah, showing that even modest co-firing can offer a substantial economic benefit under effective carbon pricing policies. Next, full cost saving are highly sensitive to AFB pellet price. At the best case, the saving are highly sensitivity. The best case, the saving are 20.03 rupiah per kilowatt hour if AFB pricing rise by 10%, and 20% the saving drop to 11.07 and 2.0 rupiah per kilowatt hour. However, if price fall by 10 and 20%, efficiency improve significantly, reaching 28.99 and 37.94 rupiah per kilowatt hour, or 3.36 to 4.40% improvement. The highlight that stable and affordable biomass supply is essential for long-term co-firing feasibility. Carbon price change also strongly affect the environmental economic value. At the baseline 30,000 rupiah carbon price, avoided emission are valued at 43,695 rupiah per ton of FEB. As carbon price increased to 33, 36, 39, and 42,000 rupiah, the economic value rises correspondingly, reaching 61,173 rupiah at the 40% scenario. This means that stronger carbon pricing policies makes co-firing increasingly competitive compared with a full coal operation. This finding shows that co-firing delivers both cost saving and significant emission reduction. However, scaling it sustainably requires first, stable biomass prices and supply chain, and second, supportive carbon pricing mechanism, and third, alignment with national decarbonization policy, including the net zero emission target and balanced co-firing roadmap. Together, this factor determine whether co-firing can be expanded effectively across Indonesia. And then, after reviewing the sensitivity analysis and policy implication, I will now summarize the key conclusion of the study. First, environmental impact: 5% AFB co-firing reduce greenhouse gas emission by 30.30%. This improvement comes from AFB biogenic carbon neutrality. lower upstream emission compared with coal, and the avoidance of methane that would occur if AFB decomposes untreated. Overall, even a small co-firing ratio deliver meaningful environmental benefit. And then economic impact, economically co-firing lower fuel costs by 6.55%, mainly due to the lower price of FBB pellet, especially at the government benchmarking price, which carbon pricing avoided emission generate an additional 43,695 rupiah per ton of FBB, showing that environmental gains can directly translate into financial value. And then sensitivity analysis. The sensitivity analysis saw co-firing remains financially viable as long as FEB price stay at or below the benchmarking and carbon pricing support is applied. Under this condition, even low blending ratio provides significant emission reduction and fuel cost saving, emphasizing the need for reliable biomass supply and consistent policy support. To maximize the long-term potential of FBB co-firing, the study recommended first, expanding technical validation across various coal-fired power plant boiler types, extending cost analysis to include capital expenditure and OM, and third, strengthening policy support through fit-in tariff, long-term biomass contract, and participation in carbon-credit market. This step will help move co-firing from pilot program toward sustainability large-scale implementation. And then last, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes my presentation. I hope this finding can contribute to ongoing discussion, policymaking, and future research and sustainability biomass utilization, particularly within PLN and Indonesia broader decarbonization. Thank you very much for your attention. I will be pleased to answer any question. Thank you.